Hey everybody, Dragonfire here, and I'm coming at you continuing my series on the all-time NBA team list. Can't wait to be done with this series, but I definitely want to deliver to you guys high quality episodes. Today we are talking about the Phoenix Suns. That's the Phoenix Suns. They were started in 1968, and uh, they have an interesting history. They've been to the NBA Finals three times, but they have never won a championship. So as far as team success goes, that's been the pinnacle for them. Um, the first time they made the NBA Finals was in 1976, where they lost in 6 games to the Boston Celtics. Then in 1993, they lost in 6 games to the Chicago Bulls. And in 2021, they lost in 6 games to the Milwaukee Bucks. Now, the 2021 team is probably the best team uh, in the group because they were the ones that actually uh, won the first 2 games of the NBA Finals, so that it was really looking like the Suns might win their first ever NBA championship. But unfortunately, they ended up losing the next four, and the Milwaukee Bucks won their second championship in their history. So, um, kicking things off, my point guard is going to be Steve Nash. He won 2 regular season MVPs while playing for the Phoenix Suns. Um, Definitely considered their greatest point guard and has an argument for the greatest player in the franchise's history. Um, Devin Booger, I'm putting at shooting guard. He is a player who once scored over 70 points in a game. I believe it was 71. And one of only a handful of players in NBA history to score 70 or more points in a single game. But also has been consistently pretty good for the Suns for a while now. He's still active. Um, my small forward is going to be Shawn Marion. Um, I believe he's actually the Suns' all-time leader in win shares. At power forward, I got Charles Barkley. He won an MVP for the Suns the same year that he led them to the NBA Finals against the Chicago Bulls. And at center, Allen Adams. Adams was a member, Allen Adams, a member of that team that went to the finals against the Celtics in '76. My head coach is going to be Monty Williams. For my second unit, I got Kevin Johnson and Dick Van Arsdale. At the guards, Walter Davis and Larry Nance Sr. at the forwards, and Amari Stoudemire at the centers. Uh, Dan Marley is going to come off the bench as part of my third unit reserves, along with Paul Westphal, who was very close to almost being named uh, the all-time coach of the Suns, but I went with Monty Williams instead. I also got Connie Hawkins and Chris Paul. So here is my all-time Suns teams, founded in 1967. And I actually spent a lot of my childhood in Arizona, so I was kind of a bit of a Suns fan. Was disappointed when they lost in the '93 finals. I was a teenager at the time, but or almost a teen. I guess I was 12. But yeah, uh, really good stuff here. I think for a team that's never won a championship, um, they have a pretty good all-time team. I think the one area where they've always kind of lacked is they've never had a really dominant big like 7 foot center. But that kind of jives with more of the modern day NBA where it's kind of moving a lot more towards positionless basketball, and you don't necessarily need a dominant big man who dominates down low. You just need an all-around skilled player in the modern day NBA. Um, so yeah, what do you think? Would this team make the all-time playoffs against the other all-time teams? Please like, share, subscribe, comment, and let me know what you think of the all-time Phoenix Suns. Hey, thanks for joining me, everybody. Dragonfire out.